Hello and welcome to Thaiger Bites. I'm Jay, this is Tim, and Thaiger Bites is where we get to address your comments and feedback on our shows on YouTube, from Instagram, Facebook, and the Thaiger Talk forum. You can also now send us video messages at bytes@thethaiger.com. That is BITES, bytes@thethaiger.com. Tim, would you like to show them how?
Well, yes. You get one of these things.
Yes.
It doesn't really matter which one, and you turn it into selfie mode. And you don't look at yourself, look at the camera where the camera is, and then send a message to us. Tell us what's on your mind, whether you agree or disagree on something, whether you like the shirts or don't talk about the shirts. And about 20 seconds?
Yes, about
and
20
then
seconds.
send it to
bytes@thethaiger.com. And now we've received around 6 messages. Some messages people just type a message. Don't do that. You can read it. You can write a comment on one of our videos. Some people send a video. Specific one from Raymond from South Africa, who just sent us a 20-second view of his backyard.
You have a very nice backyard, but
Yeah.
it's boring as a lot.
As watching
Yes.
paint dry, as you like to say. Are you okay?
I'm trying to get my... That's going to be...
There we go. He's adjusted his seat.
my setup.
Yeah,
There we
Raymond,
are.
thank you for the video of your backyard. Appreciate it.
It's a lovely backyard.
Next time, ask a question.
Yes.
Right. We have another entry from Dano from Canada. Here it is.
Hey, what's going on, Tim and Jay? You guys are the best. It's Dano with Dano's Lifestyle here in Canada. And you know what? I just wanted to pop in and say it doesn't matter what people say. COVID is all around us and who knows when it'll be done. So you got to embrace Thailand. You got to come down. You can't look at it as a negative. You got to see it as a positive. And in 1 week on November 17th, I arrive in Thailand. Can't wait to see you guys. Have a blessed day. And I'll see you soon from the Rocky Mountains in Calgary, Alberta.
Right, Dano's going to be coming to Thailand very soon. Amazing, beautiful mountains
It
behind him.
looked very cold, and I can see why you're wanting to come to Thailand.
Yeah.
And one thing I do every day when I'm here in Thailand, I wake up and I go, 30 degrees again. I'm so grateful.
Blessed. Hashtag blessed. We hope to see you in Thailand very soon. And another message from Frank from the Netherlands.
Hi there, Jay and Tim, and I think what your father meant when he said don't get higher than a piano is don't get as high as a kite, don't take any drugs, and we have 2 things in common. You like to play the piano, I like to play with my organ, and da-da, bye-bye.
Oh, Frank, at least we could actually understand what you were saying this time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you very much for that.
It's got a lot in common with you, apparently.
Yes.
Right. All right, let's get into the comments from our shows. My first comment is from DJ Skipper, who says, it's incredible how many people watch Thaiger just to slag you off. It's just bizarre, but speaks volumes for their sad keyboard warrior existence. I don't watch videos I don't like. DJ Skipper, firstly, thank you for the message. I wish most people who were very angry or have anger towards me or Tim would feel the same way towards videos like you. If you don't like videos, don't watch.
Simple as that, really. John Paul Sara was watching Thailand News Today yesterday with Jet, and one of the stories was about the support from one of the Prime Minister's aides saying that the Lese Majeste law, the Section 112 of the Criminal Code, would be impossible to repeal. To which he responded, 100% correct about Lese Majeste laws. It's deeply sensitive and not something that can be simply removed or replaced. I'm speaking as an academic, progressive supposedly, and the point is the New World has no adequate replacement yet for the monarch. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this is something that the Thai people need to sort out. It's really not for us as foreigners to dip our head into that particular issue, but it is something that's been at least discussed in Thailand, and that is unusual, to say the least. The last year it's been on the agenda of things that people are discussing in polite conversation. It has not been like that in the past. Thanks, Jean-Paul.
Jean-Paul. Right, I've got another comment here from James Edwards, who says, the information that Jay is providing is such nonsense. Your presentation is rubbish. Just excuses for the government. Thank you, James. I take that as a compliment coming from you. However, excuses for the governments. Look, at the end of the day, I live in Thailand. I love Thailand. And my work life, family, everything is here. So I will never apologize for trying to be optimistic for my country to flourish and do well. It's not excuses if you're being optimistic.
Malik Marine says Thailand Pass is a great way to destroy the tourist industry. Extra tourist tax and compulsory health insurance, plus paying for testing, really puts unnecessary obstacles in the way of tourists returning in any meaningful numbers. It's going to be very interesting to see what those meaningful numbers are.
Yep.
And it will rely on two things. One, the Thai government just loosening the number of restrictions and making it easier to come back to Thailand. And then the mood of the meeting in the entire world. Is the world ready to travel again? So those two things, we just don't know the timing of both of those. But that's what's going to determine whether people come back in any meaningful numbers, as you mentioned.
Right, let's do one more from you.
Gijo George, I think he's a member.
Yes.
Or she. What is the history behind Lese Majeste law? Why many Thais show anger against it? Was there protest other than in 2020 regarding the monarchy in the past? I think I could pretty much answer that and say no.
No.
Talking about the Thai monarchy has just been a very hush-hush thing. It's been a taboo topic in Thailand for a long time. Now, there has been obviously sort of moves towards Thailand changing its constitution, bubbling under sort of the academia and some of the more left-leaning citizens, or in some cases the more highly educated. But at the moment, it's something that's still sort of being discussed openly after it was introduced in 2020 by one of the young protesters, Orung, but in the past was never discussed. Am I right?
No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's why it was there was so much outrage from, the people who do support the monarchy. That how dare you say that? And a lot of people were shocked that wow, like the younger generation is actually coming out and saying things that they haven't said their whole life.
I'm trying to sort of think of a segue. In other news, a Boeing 777 landed in Munich last night. I'll go no further. Frog Eye said Thailand Communist Party equals 40 million tourists enjoying a relaxing holiday in Mexico. Well,
okay.
Thailand ain't a communist country. It is basically a fairly peaceful country. I feel a lot safer here than I do in my home country of Australia, and that's the truth. The amount of street violence, for example, is very, very low. It's not a communist country. It's not even slightly communist. Yeah. I don't even know why you're bothering to say that.
Yeah. Thailand's great. Mexico's great as well. Viva la Mexico. All right. I've got a comment here from Greg Pocock, who is a Thaiger legend, and he says, "Hi guys, I love all your shows. I need to say that cannabis products are changing people's lives. I've never used drugs in my younger years, but now, due to chronic pain condition, legal CBD and THC is the only drug that helps my condition. Bring it on." Greg, good for you. Like you said, cannabis does have a lot of great medicinal purposes. So good for you for finding relief from your pain using cannabis products.
If I was having chronic pain, I would do anything I could to try and relieve it. And if that works for you, then great. Well done to you. And hope your pain is under control and that you can, function normally. And maybe it might even get better.
Right.
From me, Paulie29 Music says, is Thailand the only country in the world living in the past that doesn't allow free speech? Like Lese Majeste. Do the government look into their modern world and think, yes, we're uneducated, but we are elite and the people of Isan are not educated enough to have a sensible election. Let's negate their votes. Well, a lot of issues there, Paulie, you're going through. We spoke about it in Good Morning Thailand today about some recent
discrimination.
Yes, discrimination, online chats about the people of Isan. So, look, I think when it comes to free speech, there has been a lot of discussion over the past 12 months online about the Lese Majeste law and about the role of the monarch in Thailand. So this is a healthy discourse. People are talking about it and expressing their views. It's still in many of the more traditional communities a bit of a hush-hush topic, but I think Thai people are at last talking about it, and that's a good thing.
Right. My last comment is from Daniel Zavela. He actually sent a video in, was it yesterday, regarding the STV, which is the special tourist visa. And he actually has got an answer for us. Now, I believe he's somehow found his way to the Thai embassy in Washington, D.C., and he sends us a link for the visas page from that embassy. And he says that the second page of the e-visa application has a section, Purpose of Visit. By selecting duration of stay no longer than 90 days, it will automatically populate the next field with tourist visa. STV is not manually selectable. So for those of you who wanted to choose this STV option, it is not manually selectable. You have to go through this process for it to automatically put you in that. So
Don't go to the Thailand Pass
Right.
if you want an STV.
That's right. So thank you for the solution, Daniel. We really appreciate it.
The STV will give you 90 days in Thailand, renewable twice. So that would be a total of 9 months in Thailand under the STV. And well done on the Thai government at least giving that option or making it still available.
Or giving people the ability to find it.
Yes, and thank you to
Daniel
for going to all that trouble too. CK says, so did they arrest the Burmese? So they did arrest the Burmese, but not the Thai job agents. Even you can find them on Facebook. Well done. This relates to the arrest of some Burmese people who were crossing the border trying to get some work, and they had paid an agent, you might even call them a human trafficker, for getting them across the border and promising them work. The Burmese were arrested, but so far the people who trafficked them have not been arrested. And yeah, they were advertising that they could give Burmese people jobs on Facebook. So they're not that hard to find.
Right. Any last comments? Or
Another one. Oh, no, I've got more.
Ooh.
Jerry Jungle says, Thailand Pass, kiss my ass.
Ooh.
When thinking about the Thai government, piss up some breweries come to mind. I think you've made your point very clear. Thank you, Jerry.
Well done, Jerry.
And Jerry Murph, a different spelling of Jerry, probably a different person. Stick your masks, your COVID pass, your COVID insurance where the sun don't shine. I stay in my own country, no masks, no insurance, no scams, all bars open, all sports venue open, all concert open. So why on earth does anyone want to go to your country unless they're from Australia with weird shirts on and play with ladyboys? Do you think he's having a slash at me? I know some ladyboys, and indeed I have played badminton with some ladyboys. So indeed, I suppose you're right, Jerry. I have
It was
played
going
with ladyboys.
so well until it wasn't. It caught me off guard.
Thank you, Jerry.
Right. Right. Shall we end the episode there?
With my weird shirt.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Any last comments, Tim?
I think Jerry has said everything that needs to be said
Jerry
today.
did a mic drop. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the comments. We love your comments. The good, the bad, the weird, the funny. We appreciate you taking the time to send us messages on all our platforms. That's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Thaiger Talk Forum, as well as the people who've been sending us videos at bytes@thethaiger.com. We'd like to give a quick shout out to Coffee Culture. Thank you for providing us these beautiful mugs as well as coffee every morning. You can buy these mugs at coffeeculture.asia. Type in the code Thaiger or click the link in the description below for a 10% discount. And that's it. That's all our episode for today. So thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jason, behind the buttons. And thank you, Shai, behind the cameras. And thank you, viewers, for watching the show. We'll see you tomorrow.